our first video for our channel. It's taken me a little while to get the courage up to make this video, and then I was like, screw it, I'm just gonna go ahead and make it. So here I am, and I just want to welcome you to our new homesteading channel. We are new homesteaders. We are a family of 6. It's me, my husband, and our daughter, and 3 boys. My daughter is 15, fixing to be 16, and then my boys are 12, 11, and 3. Yeah, I know it's a big jump in that last one. But me and my husband have decided that we want to become homesteaders. So we do live in a mobile home, and we live in a mobile home park. So we're starting on a really a small scale, and we're gonna try and utilize all the land, or the little lot that we have, as much as we can for gardening and our animals and stuff like that. So speaking of our animals, we currently have 5 chickens. They're only 3 months old, so they're not laying yet. Actually, they'll be 3 months around the 15th. So about another week, they'll be 3 months old. And we have 3 bunnies. We have 1 dog, and it's just a little Chihuahua. I do want to get a bigger dog, but we want to wait till we get land for that. That way it has the room to run and stuff like that. And then we have a total of 9 cats. So the reason we have 9 cats is because, for one, we had Mama Cat. She was a stray. Somebody had thrown her out, and I felt bad for her, so I just started feeding her and started taking care of her. And then she ended up pregnant, and so then I brought her in, and she had her litter, and I took care of them, and we have 2 left of those. And then we rescued one from the dumpsters. It was another stray, but it was very, very malnourished and very young. And so we rescued that one. And this was just not too long ago. It's about maybe a month ago. And he's doing really good now. And then Mama Cat ended up pregnant again. And she just had another litter of 5. So that's how we ended up with so many cats and kittens. There's some that come over, and we feed them too. They're not ours, but they think we are their owners. So yeah, we just let it be. So yeah, we are looking into getting more chickens, and yeah, so you'll get to go along all those journeys with us. But we decided that me and my husband have been together for like 15 and a half years. And he's always wanted to be a prepper and, stuff like that. And I just really wasn't on board. I just thought he was cuckoo crazy. I just thought he was nuts. I didn't think anything was going to go wrong in the world. I guess, because of my anxiety and stuff, I just wanted to believe the world was always going to be, just unicorns and rainbows. That's what I always thought. I was scared to, think about them things because I was worried what my anxiety would do and stuff like that. Well, then this COVID stuff happened, and well, no, let me jump back. About a year or 2 ago, I started a really small garden, and once I do my first garden tour and show you what I'm working with, I'll show you about how big my garden was. But we had just, it failed, and so I gave up, and I was like, yeah, okay, I don't have a green thumb. This isn't for me. So I didn't do it anymore. The weeds ended up growing up and all that, and I just kept telling. Then finally I was like, okay, I want to start my garden again. And I just kept saying, every season I'd miss out, and then the weeds just got worse. So I guess I just didn't have the passion that I thought I did, not like I do now. All this COVID mess happened, and then we weren't finding anything. There was a shortage of things, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna start my own garden. We can't go to the store much. Let's get in there and let's start. So we tried to do container gardening, and that was a fail. So because we got in here and we cleaned it out, and then we just did containers, and that was a fail. And I was doing research, and I was like, okay, that's our problem. Our containers were too small. And so I started learning and trying to YouTube different people. And that's when I stumbled across my very first channel that I had found, and that was Roots and Refuge Farm. And they have been a tremendous help. And then through them, I found Deep South Homestead. And then I ended up finding Stiver's Homestead, and there's a couple other out there, but those are like my top 3 that I have learned a lot from, and they are part of my inspiration for this. And so I was like, okay, now I know what, some things that I'm doing wrong. I know what to look for. And now I know it's not just, stick it in the ground and it's going to grow for you. No, you've got to care for it. And yeah, so I'm learning that. So we decided we wanted to go to raised beds and stuff like that. Well, I started watching, a lot more people, and then it started opening my eyes. Like I told you, my husband has always wanted to be a prepper, and I just thought he was crazy. Well, it's opened my eyes up, and now I'm like, okay, my husband's not so crazy. And so I told him, I said, all right, let's do this. Let's do this. So we decided that we wanted to become homesteaders, and that we want to, okay, so we decided we want to grow our own food, raise, our own meats, and get, we want several acres of land. And we want goats and pigs and more chickens and stuff like that. Well, where we're at, we can't have that much. We are only limited to, like, we can have some chickens, and we have our bunnies, like I said. And but we want to expand a little more with the garden, and just as the season, right now we're gonna do a fall garden. I'm in zone 8B, so we have a really long growing season. And my tomatoes failed, and so I'm trying some more. So hopefully I can get some more in, just as a learning experience and stuff. And yeah, so our goal is for land is where we live. We're trying to find good land that we can afford, because we have to move our mobile home and stuff like that. We just have a little bit longer to pay on it. Not much more to have it paid off, and then we're gonna, we want to find land, but we have to save up enough. So we were thinking of going and find some land, and then saving the money to move it, and then to drop, septic and power, whatever else that needs to be added to the land. But we decided that we didn't want to just settle just because we wanted it that bad. We decided that we're gonna stay, we're gonna raise the money up, that way we can get what we want. I don't want just an acre. I'd like to have a couple acres. And it's not just, we're thinking future. This is something that we are investing in for our kids. So it's not only for us, but it's something for our kids as well, and that we hope that they will continue to follow with. If they don't, great and wonderful. They will be their own person to follow their own dreams. But right now, this is me and my husband's dreams for our kids, and hope that they follow in the path. So that's what's going to be. You're going to follow our new journey, and you're going to see. And what's great about me doing it like this is it's going to hopefully show others that you don't have to have a whole lot to start. We are starting on a small scale, and we hope to be at a bigger, scale. I'd like to, garden, like grow a garden for market. I would like to become financially stable on my own land, whether that's selling meats, selling vegetables, canning things, selling jams and jelly, whatever it is. I want to be able to be self-sufficient on my land, and that is me and my husband's goal. So I invite you to follow our new journey, because we are complete newbies to this. I am trying to soak in as much information as I can and learn what I can, for that way when we do finally get our land, I'm knowledgeable about it. Which all of this is always a learning process. You're always learning. So, but I want to get the basics down, that way it's not an epic fail when we first move out there. And I know there's some things that are going to be an epic fail, but that's all part of it. So we invite you to follow along our journey. Please hit that little subscribe button and hit the little bell notification. That way you know when I upload new videos. I will be uploading videos weekly. And so yeah, I look forward to getting to meet everyone and share our stories, our journey, and for you to watch us grow. I'm running out of daylight, so I need to go ahead and end this. Yeah, I'm so excited for this, and I hope you follow along.